Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take you back in time about 34 years. So I'm currently standing in a house that was built in 1986, and I know that because under the sink it has the original inspection from the plumbers, from the council plumber, with the inspection date on it, still on the plastic pipes under the sink. So it's still all original. So we're going to go through and see what a house in what you bought in 1986. Let's have a look. So here we go. So we're just coming through the front door here. So that's your front door. Beautiful looking timber front door. So this is the lounge room. An air conditioner on the wall there. That's probably not 1986 build, but I'll show you some interesting stuff with that later. Light shades, yeah, possibly 86. Got some movement cracks up there. It's all Meranti door frames, door jambs, 42mm Meranti skirtings. This is the main bedroom. So I've already been in the roof space here, which is a pitched roof, and I know you can see here in this corner, I already know that this ceiling is actually already dropping, and it's probably got, I don't know, I can easily get my fist between the bottom of the sheet and the bottom of the ceiling frame. So it's one of the first things that's going to be coming down. So in here we've got the ensuite. Lovely gold trimmings around their shower. And we've got some water issues here in the bathroom, and same deal. You can see someone's tried doing a dodgy little fix on it at some stage, but same deal. You go into the room that's on the other side of this and you can see the damage. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. 1986 vanity with lovely tiles. So if anyone's looking for some retro tiles, we might be able to get those off in one piece and sell them to you. I don't know, I'll get a few grand for them probably because they're retro. Walking road, decent sized road for 1986. It's yeah. So we'll come through here. Got this little sitting room thing here. Check it out. Check out this kitchen. This is gold. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful orange bench. Beautiful. Matching tiles from the bathroom. It's a splashback. Loving it. Loving it. And like all this stuff is coming back in now. Yeah. I'll tell you what, considering the age, the inside of this carcass, which is under the sink, you can see the double sink there, is in pretty bloody good nick considering it's 30 years old. Normally, in all the ones that I've seen, this is all water damaged, it's all fallen to pieces. You can see a bit of swelling here, but normally this is all fallen apart by now. There's the final inspection sticker. There we go. There's some previous pest control stickers. That's a fresh one done today. Good on you, Michael. Michael's a legend. All this powder here, this is all the pest control powder. So this is to Michael puts this down in behind all your hinges and stuff, and it stops the cockies getting in there, and that's where they lay their eggs, in behind all the hinges and all the little nooks and crannies. So he goes around and sprays it all. You've got to give it all a good clean out afterwards. But you leave the stuff in the hinges. And yeah, you won't have any cockies. So currently there's cockroaches running around everywhere at the moment because he's literally just left here, and so when he's finished his spraying they all come out and go. So I think this oven's been updated. I don't think it's a 1986 build, although having said that, it's I don't know, might have to do a bit of research on that, I reckon. What model is it? Model 63538. I'll check that out. If it is, there's another few grand for all those retro buyers out there. This is a little laundry. A little cupboard here, I think it's in there. Hot water system's in there. That's been updated. And considering the age of this place and the fact that there's obviously a bit of movement, you can see along the ceiling there, that big crack along there. So I know that ceiling's been in the roof there too. I know that that's all dropping down as well. So all these ceilings will come down in here eventually. But yeah, considering the age, I mean, that's just gravity takes hold there with that, and the glue ends up letting go and the ceiling starts falling down. But yeah, so this second bedroom in here, some sliders on the Roby, little shelves in the corner. The other thing to look out for in these places is this old chipboard in here ends up just going really soft, so you end up finding that all these, because they've only got little tiny screws in them, end up pulling out. And it's not because, just because this here it's old and crappy. So this is the back side of that shower. So you can see here. So obviously the water where that tile is all funny has been that's right at the line of the slab on this side. So it's actually right where the wall plate is. So if I move that out of the way there, you can actually see all the wall plate is all rotted away there. Yeah, so that ensuite is probably going to be one of the first things that gets renovated here, I'd say, just to fix this wall damage. Obviously not going to be able to use the ensuite in there, in the shower anyway, in there, until that's sorted. So, well, the first thing to do with that, when you ever buy any old place, especially in Australia, pre-1990, if you're doing a bathroom renovation and it hasn't been done before already, when it's original like this, get it checked for asbestos. Before you start doing anything, get the asbestos guys in here, get a sample for you. They do it all themselves, handle it pretty easy. Doesn't cost much in the scheme of things, and you know yourself and your family are safe. So that'll be the first thing that happens for the bathroom, for the reno in there. That'll happen, and then from there we'll take it from there. So this is the main bathroom. The same tiles throughout. Good solid steel bath in there. You can't even buy them anymore. I've done a bit of dodgy silicon work along here, but silicon work can be a bit of a nightmare for people if you don't know how to do it. So this shower here seems pretty good, and there doesn't seem any water damage on the other side of the walls that's showing through at this stage, but I guess time will tell. Toilet, pretty typical Aussie shitter. Third bedroom, same deal, pretty standard 1986 build. Tiny little robe in here. It's all good. Obviously had some issues with the doors not closing properly. You can see down the bottom it's nice and tight down there. a little bit of a gap there. It's tight down the bottom there. I'd say all these hinges are just worn and the tops of the doors have been falling over. So rather than change the hinges, people grab the plane out and plane the door. But this door looks pretty buggered anyway. You can see screws there. It's obviously starting to fall apart, so people have put nails and screws to hold the outer skin on. What have I got there? Another cupboard in there. And it's a decent sized house, 3-bedroom house. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage. Pretty decent sized house for an 86 build. 670 square metre plot. Let's see if we can get outside here somehow. Have a look see. Yeah, so here we go, outside, big mango tree there, garden shed in the corner, that's it. So I think a quick basic plan is, maybe an extension out the back here, make it a bit bigger, maybe an extension out this way a little bit, maybe move the kitchen, I think is the rough plans, but designs, all that sort of stuff needs to still happen yet, so yeah. A few little old veggie gardens floating around, some eggplant. We'll see how that goes. Side of the house there. So let's go and have a look at this little bit of interestingness here. So up there on the roof is this stack up here. You can see it, the exhaust fan, it's got power going up to it and all sorts of things. So let's go and take a look inside and have a look at that. So here we are back in the lounge. So we've got the aircon. This is a reverse cycle air conditioning unit. And for those that don't know, not that I think there's many that don't know, there's an exterior unit. So it normally sits outside somewhere on the ground with a big fan in it and the motor and all that sort of stuff. And they run cables out to that and drain goes back to that outside somewhere. So that's it there. But here, for whatever reason, we don't know yet, somebody decided that was a better idea. Not really sure what that is or where it come from, but that apparently is a better idea than running that unit to the outside of this wall out here, which is just outside there, and running those cables out and knocking it out through the top of the wall there and down the outside wall with a cover plate over it like they normally would. So someone's gone to a lot of effort to put this in. A lot of effort. So essentially in behind here, that's where the fan is, and so it blows out there, and then there's a switch on there in the wall you turn on, and it sucks it up all the way up in through the roof cavity, and out the vent on above top of the tile. So when you climb up in that manhole there, this big silver tube goes all the way through. And someone's put a lot of work into it. The downside is it sort of impedes using the garage for a second car. So I think that's going to move as well. I think that's going to end up outside. Yeah, so anyway, that's a walk around the house 34 years ago. So it's all in all, it's in very good condition. Needs a full renovation, but it's in very good condition.